And um, and today we're basically going to debunk or defog the idea of what's happening in St. Lucia throughout the use of our company and how we aim at better satisfying potential clients like yourself as well as the wider diaspora. So this seminar is going to be a three-part session. First with me, then our colleagues, two of our colleagues, Samuel Hippolyte, who will take us through some slides, and then finally Kristen Tanner, who's our technician slash designer, will give a little bit more about his day-to-day operations and to just illustrate a few more examples of projects he's working on, and then we'll leave it open afterwards for some question and answers. All right, guys? Okay, so I want you guys to take the idea of when you hear of real 3D printing, I want you to think of it's the modern day hybrid between a Chinese manufacturing company and Amazon. These two different entities merge together to create, well, with the added bonus of making things personalized for you or your company or special occasion, friend, family, or loved one. Also to create a situation where we are challenging the import duties that are imposed on us as a small country. So rather than having to face 40, 50, 60% of import duties on certain parts or replacement parts for vehicles, household appliances, or static parts, we had to actually compete against that. And as well, the ability to have customized goods and products. For example, in our merchandise aspect, persons are able to get like keychains, cookie cutters, cake toppers, wristbands, bottle openers, name badges, a wide range of products, trophies, well, I don't know if I mentioned it, but fridge magnets, a whole wide range of products which can be tailor-made specifically to suit your operation or your engagement or event. So again, on top of that, we're capable of doing from 1 to 100 to 1,000 units of any desired item, part, merchandise, if required by the customer. And with that being done, we also giving persons, small business owners, or even large companies or individuals now the opportunity to really say, this product is mine because of how it's identified, how it looks. For example, your logo, it could be quickly translated through the use of our company into any of the mentioned merchandise previously stated. For example, a keychain or cookie cutter, fondant stamp, cake topper. Our capabilities now have given clients locally to even go on Google and search a cake topper, let's say Mickey Mouse cake topper, and just send us the image. And now we could create that same cake topper and even create it with the client specific name or iteration. So if you want the cake topper to say Mickey Mouse or Helen's 26th or 50th birthday, we're capable of doing that for you, as well as other parts. Household appliances, something is broken or damaged, rather than having to order it again for the second time, or just going over long wait periods, or just meticulous things that could be saved or avoided. Again, our company is here to alleviate those pains, where we now could come in and assess something as simple as a blender, a stove knob, certain parts of fixtures or fittings in your fridge, anything you could say, a leg for your chair, anything basically. And we could now assess it and have a replicated one in a matter of days for you. Like the time frame, it varies based on the project, but we could have that same item replaced and working for you like brand new, or if sometimes even lasting longer than originally intended. And we also provide like customer satisfaction and warranty with our goods. So again, just to really emphasize on it, our company is a modern day manufacturing company. So we utilize a wide range of resources. Well, first of all, youthful talent, like ourselves, myself being the oldest at 27 years old, the rest of us self-taught and grew and are groomed to better facilitate our country and our clients. What else I could say is that we've been in business. Well, this year will be 6 years in December. We'll be in business, and our goal is to actually be the leading manufacturing company for St. Lucia and the rest of the Caribbean countries, where we could provide parts for vehicles, boats, even specialized professions like electricians, technicians, mechanics, engineers. So rather than having to just throw stuff away or throw it on aside because it was seemed that once upon a time that it could not be fixed, you have us here now to actually assist in that. We could also be utilized as a marketing outhouse or outsource or hub, where now you have your marketing campaign, you want to promote certain things, we could now better enhance that experience for you or your potential clients by curating original products to better send the message across for whatever launch, or product launch, or campaign or branding awareness you guys have. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna take a further go into phase 2. I hope you guys, everybody, following so far.
Yes, I'm following.
Okay, awesome, nice. So yeah, so we're gonna take into now, just to emphasize in short again, save your time, save your money, and to also bring about a better brand awareness or identity when it comes to personalizing or customizing certain parts, fixtures, components, or special merchandise for yourself, for you to, satisfy your customers or your personal needs. Yeah. So I'm going to hand it over to Sam now, so he could take you guys through our slides that he's prepared to give you a better visual understanding of us and our intent. One moment there.
Hello, good day. My name is Samuel Hippolyte, and I am the administration officer as well as lead desk at Real 3D Printing. So if there's anything that's to do with attending with customers, receiving orders, or saving in data, client data and stuff like that, I'm usually the one. So if we're having any conversation from outlets like WhatsApp or from other forms of social media, I'll usually be the one speaking with you. So let's go ahead and go for a few slides of what we'll do. This would basically be more like a visual presentation of some of the items we do and have produced. So, but before that, let's, who are we? Real 3D Printing is a local additive manufacturing company, and we produce locally produced customizable goods with the use of 3D printing technology. So what do we offer? We offer a range of products, and these products fall under 4 main categories. And these categories will be replacement custom parts. And here you can see an example of some of the parts we produce. This first one is something we did for a church organization. And this was a candle holder. And next you would see something we did for SNS, which would hold, basically be the bars that would hold the lines at the store. With some other products like a bracket for a fridge, as well as an adapter for a snorkeling machine. So yeah, that's basically custom parts. Next, we will do our merchandise. So we do a wide range of merchandises, which would range from trophies, bookmarks, keychains, cake toppers, and we're also doing more personalized items like cookie cutters that you could have to your own design. We can do bottle openers that we can do it on design with. As you can see, we can do one that's the shape of the petals. Next would be our prototypes. So our prototypes is more like the customer has a concept that they like to work out, they would come to us with their concept or the design, and we realize it for them. We bring it to a physical copy. So as you can see, we've done things like figure models. This was something we did, a washing machine click that we did. Here we have a stove cap, as well as the wheat cutter cap that we have here. And next will be our replacement parts. As you can see, we've gone through like many different iterations and design for replacement parts. So basically, if there's a broken, misplaced, damaged piece, the client would bring it to us, and we would scan it, get the measurements we need, and then we would replicate that item, provide them a prototype. If it works and good, we provide the final item, which the client would use for whatever activity they intended for. So we have worked with many other companies to either enhance their branding or to provide parts for whatever machinery or tool that they use. So here we see we have produced keychains for Dream Gadgets, as well as a trophy for Slasper, which was used for their inauguration. Next, we have name badges we provided for Cooks and Company. And we have provided a variety of products. Another one would be a badge for Gaia Services, a keychain for hot plugs, as well as bookmarks for the Gash consulting firm. And there are also many different forms and different uses, like the Taiwanese Technical Institute that came to us with an issue that they need a way to measure their produce and that produce being bananas. So we came up with this banana caliper that uses the maturity of the bananas, Atul Dalglish. This was a custom key for their tissue dispensers that we created and produced, as well as different that we produced for SMS. Okay, so I've shown you. So how do we go about doing this? When a client comes to us, what process do we go through in providing for these clients? So here you have our process. So there are 5 simple steps we take once we have received an order. So first we get the idea. They come with us with the idea or the design they'd like, or yes, I'd like something to represent this. I'd like something that could fulfill this purpose. So they give us their criteria and we come up with a design, which would then help to bring the concept. So before that, whatever information we have.
Hello. I said I was supposed to pass by here. But I will
develop a plan of action. And next, once we have done that, we'll prepare the design. So I'll take what our technician will do.
That are home. Oh.
Please mute your mics. Please mute your mics. Miss Melo. Miss Melo, can you please mute your mic?
Hello? Can you please mute your mic, please? Thank you. Okay, so we'll continue. So the designing phase. What our technician will do, we'll take in the necessary information that he has and prepare a 3D render design of the item that you then go on into the prototyping phase, where you would prepare and develop and produce a physical copy of the item, which we will provide to the clients. They would take that design, prototype, and test it out, see if there's any issues, anything changes that they would add on or they would need to have. And once we have received that feedback from the client, we would then go on into final production, and we would take that feedback, and then produce the final end product. A few things to take note of in our process. Merchandise such as keychains usually take about 2 to 5 business days, depending on design and quantity. Custom and replacement parts would require a more flexible time frame, mostly because of the trial and error that would go where we would bounce information for us and the client. And we use a variety of plastics that fall under 2 categories, which would be our standard materials, our flexible, and our industrial material that would be used for more high intensity purposes. We have a specific protocol that we follow once clients order from us. So that first process will be the order, obviously the order process. The customers will come first with their order. And next, once we have received the necessary information of that product, as you can see. And next, once we have that digital rendering, we show it to the clients, they approve of it. With that, we usually at that time, we give them the quotes, any conditions that there is the item. And once they have approved, we begin with the production. Once that item is done and ready, we contact the client either through WhatsApp or through a phone call, or through any other means that they requested, we contact them. And once we have set up a drop-off dates, drop-off location, or if they came to us to pick up, they would collect the item and pay for either cash or direct deposit. So that's basically the stuff we have done. As Kaede said, Real 3D printing has been ongoing, has been in business for the past 6 years. And throughout this time, we've gone through and formed many different relationships with many different companies. We have gone through many challenges, as well as putting ourselves out there for St. Lucia as a whole to know who we are. So as you can see, we've informed the public of who we are. We've mass-produced many different products, one of that being face shields for the private and public sector. And during that time, we have formed many valuable relationships and contacts throughout that time. So this comes to this end of this session, this phase. I'll be passing it over to Chris now, and he will basically be going through more in depth of the products we have produced and how he goes around with basically his thought processes and how he does this section. So 1 second, I'll hand it over to Chris, and he will take it from there.
The last slide. Is it that last one? Hey guys, good day. Thanks for having us today. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, hey everybody. My name is Kristen Turner, lead technician and engineer for Real 3D printing. Just would like to give you a little bit more in depth of what I do on my daily day-to-day operation. I mainly go through all of the daily production and designing of every job for clients. As you can see, Sam gave a little bit of a few insights of our classification from merchandise to custom parts, replacement part, custom parts prototype. So we're not going to just give you a little physical showing of few products and work I've done. And yeah, let me get into that. So you've known about the keychains. So this is like a physical. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. From custom to logo keychains and also custom bottle openers. If you have an idea, you come to me and I can either discuss what you like based upon color scheming, how you would like it, and I do a rendered images of it. There's also a custom logo bottle opener. Can you guys see? Yeah. And also keychains. So these stuff are, you know, the simple merchandise of the customization. And then I'm going to show you a little in depth of a few projects that's currently happening, you know, from custom parts and replacement prototypes, because we mainly focus on doing quality. So as you can see, this is a little broken piece and we're trying to, you know, come with a, yeah, turn my screen. So, okay. The prototyping phases of this air vent clip vehicle part, as you can see, is different process. So I would examine it, do my necessary measurements and adjustment, and go through a testing phase. And once I'm comfortable with the finishing product of it, and once it's tested fine, correctly and good, we aim to have a final material, which would be last longer and suited for the different environments and terrains. So, lastly, this is the also next prototyping phase of a dashboard frame, as you can see. And this is the second stage of it so far. So once we try this, we will definitely further examine what else we need to do in order to finish the necessary jobs. So thank you for understanding what I go through. And is there any also the what's it? The repairing of the printers. Without good running printers, we cannot have good prints. So I make sure that, you know, the printers are well maintained, and if any necessary parts needed to change, we make sure that these things are up to a T. So thank you again. I guess we will come to Coyote, and any further question will be go to him. So thank you again. So see you guys later.
Hi again, everybody. So that comes to a close of our mini presentation. We do hope you guys had enjoyed, and it was, you know, refreshing and enlightening. Like I said, we're here just to reverse that norm of what's been happening in St. Lucia, whereas we rely heavily on imports from other countries and people that we don't know from God's green earth. You know, so it's now we're just working on bringing some self-reliance and independence back on our country on a whole when it comes to more products and parts. We've succeeded as a country when it comes to tourism and being a heavily driven service industry. And I believe now it's the best time for us to now, you know, express our creative and innovative ways through the use of our business model and program by assisting clients like yourself. You know, so we just had to bring your ideas and innovative improvements to wherever you want to do to life. Thanks again. Oh, we open for questions as well, you know, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to take questions. No questions? No?
My hand was up. Sorry, I guess you
Raise
didn't
hand,
hear.
yes, Antoine.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yes, so my name is Steffi. My husband and I operate agrotech, which, okay, so part of our business is we actually have a functional aquaponics system where we grow out our vegetables. Now, the part we usually order the most are the plastic cups to hold up the plants in the system. So I am wondering, in terms of the cost of goods with COVID and everything, for something like that, you know, it's relatively affordable. I would say we need about 800 cups at any point in time. We do orders of about 100 to 200. So I'm just wondering, how competitive are you in terms of pricing when it comes to, you know, competing with Amazon and mass producing these small pots or so-called cheap pots?
Well, what we do, we assess a few things. We take a few things into consideration. We check to see how much it costs for you guys to order it, and then you guys share that information, and then again the import duty is placed on it, and either we either match it or beat it by offering you a lower rate. And if we match it, that's only because we know we're able to give you that product in a more fashionable time and creating that relationship with you where, well, either or, you still get both of it, right? Where, you know, you have a 24/7 service with after service care with us for the product or the sale of the item and stuff like that. So it's definitely something we could look at.
Definitely, because if you could match, well, Amazon prices or stay within that same range, sometimes I do have to make adjustments based on what I'm growing to the cup. So it might actually work best if I can come to you and tell you, hey, okay, so I need to plant this. I need this much more space for roots and whatnot. And I am hoping the durability will be a bit better, because sometimes the roots bust the cup and then I have to go back and order another set of cups. So yeah, so that was my question.
We actually, something I also wanted to mention too was that we're not alone, even though we operate in St. Lucia. Well, we're established in St. Lucia, but throughout our existence, we've actually created relationships with companies, more established companies and suppliers overseas from China, the US, and Europe. So we have something of a support team when it comes to consulting. If we never take the approach that we know everything, we go based on what our client tells us and then what the information we have. And if we still feel like we need more information, we'll contact one of our suppliers or resource pools to let them know, hey, this is what we're working with. What's the best suitable material for this application? And then they guide us along that way.
Okay, great. Also, with the stove cups, so it's not, because my understanding as a novice here with 3D printing, it's all plastic.
Yes.
So you're able to do metal and other materials as well with 3D printing?
Yes, we can. It just takes us a bit more time. Again, the other thing too is with plastic, the three classifications we use, we notice first of all, we have a high import when it comes to a lot of plastic components, you know, plastic items. So much like probably 90% of our imports or 80% of our imports deals with something, it has a plastic piece in it, you know. But with us now, we have various grades of material where the standard, you get the standard material, we'd use it more for prototypes or aesthetic pieces like cake toppers or signs and stuff like that for interior decorating and everything like that. But then in our industrial section, we have various material that are specifically or specialized for various applications. So for example, if you need something that has to go underneath heat or immense heat or pressure or humidity, water, erosion, or, you know, anything like that, it's challenged against the environment, we have a material that would be more suitable for it, you know. And with 3D printing that continues to progress, there's always some advancement in either technology or material that's happening. And we always do our best to stay abreast of everything that's happening in that realm.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome. So you leave out your information for us so we could contact you.
Yes, I will contact you guys. I've taken your information from the little slide you have there. So I will be in touch.
No problem. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay, one question from me. Do you source your raw materials locally, or do you have to import them from overseas?
But that's something we look into actually curb probably in the long term, like 5-10 years from now, when we could control the entire distribution and manufacturing chain, you know.
Okay.
Any
All
reason
right.
for that question?
Well, the reason for that question is, since you said you're competing, it would make it easier for us to be able to get the things produced here in St. Lucia, vis-a-vis Amazon, but looking at it, it may come to the same thing, because you still have to bring in the raw materials to produce it for us here.
Right. So with that, as we operate as a manufacturing company, so there are various incentives set in place for us to actually be more accommodative to the local market. For example, again, we've done our research for imports of certain goods and parts. For example, a plastic fixture from them it's a plastic component, especially automotive or anything like that. The import duties already are ranged from 40 to anywhere from 40 to 60% import duties. Because of the nature of our operation, we don't incur that exorbitant amount of duties when importing goods. Well, our raw material, that is. Any manufacturer on island, when they're importing their raw material, they're not faced with such high import duties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Eric? Hello? Hello? Mr. Eric, you had your hand up? No? Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yes, can I go?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, can you do customize? Can you do flexible toilet brushes?
Yeah, flexible in what regard? Like how flexible? The stem?
Yeah,
or
the stem.
Yeah, we could make it flexible, huh? How flexible
Okay.
do you want it? Like ridiculous, like wobbly flexible, or like just enough to give a little bend but sturdy still?
Yeah, steady still, just a little bend, steady still, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we can do that, but isn't that being produced locally already? Well, not produced, but sold locally, no?
Well, I haven't checked it, but I just imagine something like that, you don't get it.
Oh, but the bristles part, where would you put it in yourself, or you'd want us to put in bristles as well?
I want you to put it in.
Okay, so well, yeah, we could probably better discuss that. Well, the bristles part, that might be a challenge, because we'd have to get the bristles and stuff like that. I tell you what, so long as you check to see if what you're looking for is not down here as yet, you could come to us and we could see what's the best way moving forward.
I've checked online, but I haven't seen anything, but not down here.
You have something specific in mind, like an idea or photo reference?
Yeah.
You always send that for us to look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your name?
Milden Eugene.
Milden Eugene. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, and you all do stove tops because like the stove thing, like after time it makes holes and it's not good anymore.
The burners.
The iron thing you put in over the burners.
Oh no, we haven't got. Well, we can do it, but we stay strictly to like the stove knobs right now, the legs and any other like part that is not in direct contact of the heat. I think more so because there's a company in town, and that's something else. Yeah, right on the Chaussee Road. I think by the big the SNS by the entry pole, but then there's a guy that sells these types of things here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing with us. If we cannot do it or it's out of our realm, or we notice that it's just better for you to just buy it when it's already made and available in regards to price, then we would refer you. You know, we won't tell you like, no, we won't do it, and that's just it. Or try and take on the job knowing that it's going to cost you more to do it from us as opposed to doing it with somebody else. For example, a couple of months ago, we got the opportunity to do some replacement wheels for washer, what do you call it? A pressure washer. And after assessing the job, we realized that somebody who welds can easily just come in and just cut out the excess or the wheels that were broken or faulty and just weld on some metal pegs for it, you know?
Okay. And what about branded company uniforms?
No, we don't do prints on uniforms, but we can do name badges for companies, as well as let's just say bookmarks. We can do custom made bookmarks with your logo on it and probably like a phrase or something, as well as well, again, like we mentioned earlier, keychains for your company's identity and branding awareness. But when it comes to printing on t-shirts, stickers, cups, mugs, and these kind of things, no, we can refer you though to persons who do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about the magnetic, like it's like it has the name of your company on it, but it's like a magnet. You can stick it on a fridge or on a vehicle.
Yes, we can do that. We can do custom fridge magnets, like any size, any style. And yeah, we have over a variety of colors as well. We have over 10 different colors in each aspect, well, standard and flexible colors.
Okay, well, that's it for me.
No problem. Thanks again for your questions. Huh?
You're welcome.
Anybody else? No, that's it. Going once, twice. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, guys. If there's no more questions, we'll just call it a day for now. We know everybody has busy schedules. And again, we'd like to thank you for your time and patience and just giving us the opportunity to present. We do hope that we left an lasting impression on you guys. And we do hope to hear from you soon as well. All right, my name is Coyote James. And again, on behalf of Real 3D Printing and Ministry of Commerce, more specifically, the SEDU department, Ms. Howell, thank you for giving us the opportunity in curating and executing this sensitization seminar. Yeah. Take care, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
For sure.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.